Welcome to Studio 2. We're all live.
Oh, thanks for the beer too.
That's
How
right.
close do I sit next to this microphone?
Put that in my sound effects library.
I love it. The best sound ever.
Oof. All right.
We're all good?
Yep.
All right. Well, hello and welcome to Studio 2. As always, I have the wonderful Owen Butterworth sitting across from me. My name's Jimmy, and sitting here on the chair today is Troy Zab.
G'day. Thanks for having me, Jimmy.
No worries, Troy. It's great to have you in. So Troy's actually a friend of yet unpublished Welcome to Studio 2 alumni Benny Pounder, who you'll all get to hear from quite shortly. And
The man, the myth, the legend.
the man, the myth, the legend. Well, there are three words for him, I suppose. So Benny was really lovely, and he invited me down to his studio, his secret studio that we don't mention where it is, to meet some of the crew that kind of hang out and do stuff down there. And I was lucky enough to meet Troy down there. Troy is a musician, but another thing Troy does is a bit of videography. So we're giving it a crack today. We're going to film the podcast. We're going to see how it looks like. So we'll send some shorts out to you guys on the socials and let us know what you think. This also is, but just before we get stuck right into the podcast, Troy, this is the first one back for the year. So, pretty exciting. We've had some great response from the podcast so far since we released it. So just want to thank my 20 listeners and
Woo!
yeah.
All right.
Woo.
You also
you
wore your podcast fineries today because
Well, I did. I dressed up for the occasion.
Good.
I mean, this is just my, my Saturday best. It's not my general Wednesday afternoon fluoro attire that I'm used to, but it's nice to be here. Nice to be doing it again. It's nice to have Owen back in the room, and it's lovely to have Troy here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, cool. So look, let's get stuck into it as we always do. And I suppose one thing I always like to do, Troy, is kind of start from, your first memories of getting into music. So was music something that you were brought up with? Is it a kind of a family thing, or is it something you pursued on your own?
Well, look, I mean, just like a lot of kids, you learn how to play an instrument or something. Or in school, I learned violin when I was 5. But that didn't really get me into music. I think the big moment for me was when Bon Jovi released "Slippery When Wet," and I saw that video clip, and I wanted to be a rock star. And ever since then, I'm like, I used to make cardboard cutouts of electric guitars and put on performances, at little school.
Yep.
And when I got into high school, I was in year 6, 7, 8 bands. Like most of the time I'd be doing something music related. Then when I left high school, I was in my first proper official band. And they were signed at the time. They were called Cry Mercy. And I did a lot of stuff with them. And that's how I met Benny P, actually, at one of those gigs.
Yep. Was that down at the Cowshed by any chance?
We did play at the Cowshed, but no, I met him at some sort of daytime gig, I think. I can't remember exactly.
It's funny you say that Bon Jovi got you into music, because the first photo Benny showed me of you back in the 90s, you had a very Bon Jovi look.
With my hair down to my arse.
I think your hair was maybe taller than you.
Oh, man, yeah. Those were the days. I wish I could grow that hair back, to be honest.
Awesome. So teenage years, you start on the violin, but when did you kind of head towards, kind of playing more guitar? Was it at that Bon Jovi time, or were you playing a bit of guitar before that?
Around the Bon Jovi sort of time, yes, because Mum's friend gave me this really old nylon string acoustic, which I spray painted black.
Yep.
Strings and all.
Strings and all.
That was my, that's the guitar that I learned how to play, like, what's it called? That's Peter Gunn and Wipeout and all those, songs you start playing with one string.
Yep.
Then, learned a few chords in school with the teacher had some sort of like group class on, and then I learned lead from my cousins and borrowed a couple of lead books from cousins and stuff that just showed you like the tablature and how to play, I guess, the pentatonic scale and all that.
Yep.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'd always be in my room noodling and also sometimes playing guitar.
I'm going to use that.
I'd play along to the ads on the TV, you know what I mean?
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, so that's what got me into it. I think outside of school, because I was always doing school, like we're doing, Metallica, like what was that song that was really popular, Enter Sandman or something?
Yeah. Nothing else matters.
Nothing else matters.
You could play the first like 5 minutes without having to touch a string.
Yeah, nothing else matters. We played that a few times at Rocker Stedfords and whatnot. Then I joined a death metal band, I think on bass originally.
Yep.
I wasn't happy with that because I wasn't really a bass player, and the guys next door asked me in the rehearsal studio. There's a place called Party Pig Studio in Girraween. That's where Cry Mercy, I met them. They asked me to audition for their band basically, and then I became the lead guitarist for that band.
Yeah, cool.
And life went on. I joined a punk band. I did a 60s cover show for a bit as a professional professional musician. That was good money. Like the money was good. You could live off it. But the nights, like the shifts, like doing, 3-hour concerts and it was kind of a bit soul destroying. Then I got back into punk.
Yep.
Then I created a band called Scarlet's Revenge, which was a pirate punk band.
Cool.
We had a flute player, an accordion player.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So then another band after that, then COVID hit that. We recorded a whole album. The band was called Crimes Against Fashion. And that particular band, I wrote the music on bass with a drummer because I wanted the songs to have a really strong foundation. Then we recorded the album around that, and then John put the band together after the album was recorded. Then the band formed, we got gig ready, COVID happened, we lost all the gig dates.
Yeah.
So then we worked towards the next, and the shutdown again, second time kind of, we were able to do, I think, 3 shows in that gap. Then COVID happened again and basically threw the band apart. So then I ended up doing solo stuff because it was too hard to put a new band together.
Yep.
Then after a while, me and my bass player who I've been playing bass with Mark Taylor. I've been playing bass with Mark Taylor for years and years and years since we were kids. And he said, well, let's just do another band. So we did. The Trojan Guns happened. And that was basically us playing all of our favourite songs that we've played together in other bands.
Yep.
Now we're making a few new ones. So we've got Matt Russell on drums with that band. Do you know Matt at all?
I know the name. I don't know. Would have met him at Benny's place or?
You would have met him at Benny's place.
Yep.
He would have been helping Ben with his recycling program. Making sure that the beer cans are empty.
That's a fucking crucial job. That's a crucial job.
Very important job.
Mark Taylor, not of Australian cricket.
No.
Not Mark Tubby Taylor.
No, not Mark Tubby Taylor.
Okay.
But
that would be fun, though.
Just to say, yeah. So no, this is a different Mark Taylor.
I'd like to see Mark Tubby Taylor playing bass in a punk band.
Well, I mean, Brett Lee has 6 and Out, right?
6 and Out, he does, yes.
I'm sure Tubbs has been on stage with 6 and Out.
What was his song, Ooh Ah Glenn McGrath? Was that it? Did he write that or did someone else write that?
No, that was just the fans, right?
That was just the fan.
Yeah.
But they ended up turning
fan
into a
chant.
song. Yeah.
Might have been,
Yeah, but man, Warwick Kappa. I only take what's mine. That should be like, one of the top Australian songs, most iconic songs. Have you heard it lately?
No, I haven't, no.
Great film clip.
Great film clip.
Great delivery of the song. He's not much of a singer.
No.
But he's a good footballer,
Yep.
back in his time. So I guess that kind of counts.
And had one of the all-time heads of hair as well. One of the
greatest hair.
Great dudes, yeah.
So playing violin at such a young age, was your family a musical family? Was that
no,
or they just pushed you into that?
I told my mum I wanted to play violin, and they bought me a violin for Christmas.
Yeah,
now,
cool.
we wanted my family, we're working class. Everything cost a lot of money for us, but because my grandfather played violin, my mum thought, well, this is just, naturally he's going to play violin. So, and I took it out. I played on St. Patrick's Day this year at the Mick Little Brewery on Sunday, and I took the violin out and played a few songs along to a loop pedal. And my mum loved that. So, yeah, the thing about the violin, it helped me understand the theory, because when I was learning violin, I also learned how crotchets and semiquavers and all the other little squiggly lines work.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, no, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently there's like a thing called music theory.
Yeah. No. I've heard of it.
It's much like rocket science. It's one of those things you've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing. It's a real thing.
No, I've been delving into music theory quite a bit over the last few years myself. So, more so than reading music is understanding why sounds may sound like they do.
Yeah.
Through theory. You know, I don't think, and we've spoken about this before, but personally, I don't think music theory teaches you how to play music.
Yeah.
But it does explain why things sound the way they do. And if you can have an understanding of that, then I think sometimes it can be easier to either pick up things by ear or maybe write stuff or play around with it and not just, play covers or learn tabs, because now you have that understanding of why sounds sound like they do.
That's right.
Yeah.
And when you learn how the different chords work together, it's like you understand the different colours of, like if you're painting a picture, you understand how to mix your primaries to create tertiaries, right?
Well, this is a great segue, because I actually had a shower thought the other day.
Uh-oh.
And it's about bridges. So I've been writing a lot more recently, probably since I've been doing the podcast, and my lyrics are getting a little bit better than a cat on a hat sat on my fucking lap and now. They are slightly, I'm not saying they're a lot better than that, but they're slightly better than that. But one thing I've been really struggling to do is really understand how to form a bridge properly, because the word itself tells you that it's going to take you on a journey to another place.
Nice.
But you end up coming back to where you started anyway, right?
Yep.
So is a bridge meant to show you like the grass is green on the other side, but you got there and you realize you had a good, so you go back to where you went? Like, I don't.
No, it's taking you to the next chapter of the song, right? And like, you'll find a lot of people, if you're thinking about it when you write your maybe your fourth verse, it's more of a refrain and like a refresher of like what you were already talking about, or a realization.
Four verses, calm down. I can do 3 at most.
No. Just repeat verse 1 as verse 3.
That's all it's
Do it the Ramon style.
I had this conversation with a mate the other day because I can't come up with a third verse.
Seriously, just do verse 1 and just change 1 or 2 things.
Yeah, okay.
And that's it. That's your verse 3.
Yeah, but the bridge. Explain to me the bridge. When you write a bridge, like where do you come from? How do you approach it, and then how do you cross it? That was great, wasn't it? That was fucking gold. That's a short. No.
So, okay, all right. Oh, wow, this is a good one. When I write a bridge, it just kind of happens. It's sort of like the song needs to go somewhere else for a little bit.
Yep.
And you can cheat and just go, let's just play like a solo over a chorus, like what you're playing during the chorus. But it's like, you could, but then it's a bit boring, right?
Yep.
So there's a variant on what the song is, as if it's like an alternate version of that song for a few bars to take you to the next step. So it's the third act maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
But I don't really understand what the technical purpose of a bridge is. I'm sure a lot of people like to build them and get over them.
I don't think there's like a Oxford Dictionary defines purpose of bridge, but I always like bridges when they feel like a when you go out for like a fancy meal and you have your entree and you're like, that was fantastic, I can't wait for the main, and then something weird comes out in between the entree and the main. It's just a little palate cleanser.
Yep.
Get you revved up. Like it might be something like, some little watercress lemon jobby that cleanses your palate, and you're like, fuck yeah, now I'm really keen for the main. That's what a good bridge does for me. It like cleanses my ears for 8 to 16 to 32 bars, and then if the chorus rolls around again after, it's like, fuck yeah, we're back at the chorus.
We're back there.
That's what it does for me personally. Yeah. I also extra points in the right context when you come out of the bridge and you go into the last chorus, but it's a key change.
You told me you hate key change.
I do fucking hate key change, but in the right place, like what's the Michael Jackson song? where he says the word change and the key changes. That's incredible. Beyonce, when she keeps singing Love on Top and it goes up every time she sings top.
Yeah.
That's the best. Like there's
How do
a
you feel
time and a
about Penny
place.
Lane by the Beatles then?
Yeah, well that does. I mean, like A Day in the Life also does one of the more diabolical key changes. Yeah. Sometimes
There's like
they're great.
5 key changes in Penny Lane or something. It's something ridiculous.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Really?
It's nuts.
I watched I didn't pick that up by ear, I have to say. I watched the YouTube video on it. It was who's that kind of he's one of the guitar teachers. I forget his name now. Not Marty. It's one of the other ones. One of the European guys who got a bit of an accent.
Yeah, right.
But he made a YouTube video, you could probably find it, about Penny Lane being one of the greatest songs ever written. And not because of lyrically or whatever, but the theory behind it. And apparently Paul wanted to write a song that was incredibly hard and changed so many times and like have the most sharps and flats possible and all this kind of shit. So it just came about as a concept rather than, you know, how the Beatles wrote. Like they wrote some amazing music, but it was just to see if he could do it more so than...
And probably to piss John off a little bit as well.
Maybe, yeah.
And that was with, 4-track recording back then, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah. It would have been
So they'll do the
8
whole
if you're super
bounce. So I had a 4-track recorder when I was a kid, a Tascam, and you'd record your 3 tracks and then bounce them onto the 4th one. So they would have been doing lots of that. In terms of key changes, like I always think of key changes to be a very 80s thing.
Yeah.
Like something Kylie Minogue would have done in the Locomotion.
Fucking... So a faultless song then.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm picking I'm picking the best of the best, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I mean, I wasn't going with a Danny Minogue song. Wait, what song did she do?
She did 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I think Coattails 1 and 2 maybe.
Holly Valance was the same. She
Oh.
wasn't even a sister and she still did it.
That was a
Oh, we love you,
terrible-
Holly. Actually, I did love you when I was a teenager, so I'm going to take that back.
Really?
mate.
Yeah. She had other talents that didn't include singing. Sorry, Holly. That's really mean. I retract that. I redact and retract.
Yeah, we retract all our terrible statements about Holly, but Danny Minogue, you suck. No, we love Danny.
I didn't say that, Danny.
I
don't
dare
send
say
me-
she's not going to see or listen to this
Don't
stuff.
think it's going to get back to her.
You don't know how big your channel's going to grow yet.
Well, yeah. Okay.
It might be like 3 years where she's going through listening. But what?
I'll tag her on Insta and see if she listens.
I mean, Kyle Sandilands is on the way out now, mate, so you could be the new...
Yeah.
That could be you. That could be your in.
Fuck no. I'd rather masturbate with a cheese grater than be that guy.
The big question about that whole fiasco, right, is why now?
Yeah. Why not 20 years ago?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was talking to I've got some family who are avid listeners of that show, which is a whole nother thing. But I was like, I swear they've had bigger blues than this in the past. And they were like, yeah, it's the most insignificant, the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. It was, yeah.
But he was ripping into her about, like, what?
Astrology, I think.
well,
like
come
horoscopes and the stars and shit.
Man, one of my favourite things on a live album that I've ever heard, it's the Doors live album, and it was their first recording in New York after I got banned from playing there. And it goes for like 2 or 3 hours or something. And I've listened to it a few times. And there's this one part in it, and Jim Morrison's on stage, and he sings a song, and he goes, "Does anybody here believe in astrology?" And you hear
And then
all
they
these women go,
"Yeah, I do."
and he goes, "I don't. I think it's a crock of shit." And every single one of them go, "Me too," in the background. It's just the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Amazing.
I don't know what's going to happen, man. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to get my kicks before this shithouse goes up in flames. All right?
He's so good.
That was American Prayer, wasn't it? Is that the one you're talking about? An
Oh, to
American
be
Prayer?
honest, it's just I know it
With
is
the
just,
poetry?
Like he
Yeah.
stops all through it and
Yeah, that's
you know,
a good
does the Lizard King stuff that he does. It's a great album.
That's something you should listen to, you know, and do the right thing. Be healthy. Have a little bit of lettuce while you listen to it.
Or something with a mushroom sauce, maybe. I don't,
Yeah, something, you know, of the vegetable
bosquiola.
variety. Yeah.
Yep. Tortellini e funghi.
100%. Some
Yeah.
field mushrooms. And just enjoy the Doors. It's a great thing to do. So, Troy, we've spoken kind of about where you come from and, you know, what you do. And obviously I know you've got a few hobbies at the moment, this being one, music being another, but kind of what drives you to stay in the music industry and be a part of it in any way you can?
Well, like what they say, what is it? The definition of insanity is keep on trying to do the same thing over and over again.
And still getting it wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I might be addicted to it.
Okay.
And also there's the fellowship, the friendships. Like when I moved up to the Central Coast, I was a bit isolated. I had no idea that there was such a massive community out here until I guess I met these fellas in a band called Zipper Clone, and they played at the Block and Tackle Brewery. And they said, "Oh, come and watch us play at this place called the Lincoln Pin," which I never heard of. I'm like, "What's this Abraham Lincoln place?" Anyway, so I went there and then met heaps of really cool people in this massive, community. Plus, I was doing the open mics at the Sunken Monkey at the time, which is now the Woodport.
Which it was before. It was the Sunken Monkey.
Yeah.
And I met lots of people, became involved with the community. So something that keeps me something that keeps me into this music industry is the camaraderie. But also I get a massive buzz out of playing live. You can't really top that. It's just a really good feeling, especially when you have a night or a day when the audience are really getting into it. Mm-hmm. And one telltale sign for me is that if the bar people are dancing, because they have to be there anyway.
Yep.
And if the phones are out, then I know I'm doing something right. So that buzz, it's like, yeah.
Nice.
I like to entertain.
I find there's two ways to judge if the crowd is engaged, and one of them's because they're into it, and the other one is because they're silent. And
I was just about to say that.
I've experienced both of those, and I think I like the silent one more, to be honest with you. I don't know, but anyway, yeah, it's a different, just being there, even in front of 5 or 10 people, like,
yeah,
playing in front of people is something that I think musicians have to do.
Yeah.
It's not a want or a need, it's a have to.
You need to. And like, there's some people who like to play in their bedrooms and on the weekends, but they're never going to have, like, I always try and encourage people like that to go to the open mic nights and give it a go live, because it's a completely different experience. The other side is too, I'm a creative by heart. Like, I'm finally lucky to have a job that I get to create in.
Yep.
But there's just music, I have a song in my head, I start humming it into my phone, and that's my next, piece that I'm working on. And I love tracking, I love like, everyone, we all have access to home recording studios. Well, most people do now. So there's always something you can tinker with, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So your home recording studio setup, is it a little easy thing? Is it extensive? Like, what does that look like?
Well, I do actually record for clients. I do also do voiceovers, and I edit a lot of videos. So I've got what I'd like call a basic mini studio setup. Yep. So I have my flat monitors. I've got my audio ins. I've got decent microphones. I've got a slightly soundproof or sound treated room to get rid of all the echo and remove a little bit of outdoor noise. And it's just basically. That's it. I don't have a desk. I tell a lie. I've got a little USB desk, and I've used it once, and I'm like, like it's like putting a hat on a hat. Do you know what I mean? Like, the dials are in front of me. It's just kind of. It feels good to have the tactile thing, but it doesn't actually add to my editing experience. In fact, it makes things slower.
Yep.
So it just kind of sits there and collects dust. So that's what my studio looks like. And I do often have clients come over if they want to do like, if they want better audio, voice, if they're doing voice and they want better quality than they can do in home, they'll normally come over. But also I find it better for them if they come, because I can actually help them kind of, help coach them to get a better performance out of what they're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, because you can just talk into the camera and go, today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of using my security firm. It's like, come on, let's go. Let's put some. Today, I'm going to talk to you about improving your life with my product.
Yeah, and if you do it in front of them and coach them through it, it makes them feel less self-conscious about doing it as well. Yeah,
and the same thing with gigs.
Yeah.
Like when I'm playing, if you give them the high energy, they give it back.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? A lot of videos I do also in front of the auto cues, and that's an art form in itself. And I've seen some people get really tired just trying to keep up because it's like, how do you deliver and read at the same time? I'd have to say I have a massive crush on Katrina Roundtree, and she's one of the best auto cue readers in my life. If you see the way she does it, just like, man, she's really good. Absolutely seamless. So, yeah. Just in case
Ron Burndy was pretty good too. He'd read anything you put on the teleprompter.
Do you at your home setup, do you prefer doing voiceover stuff or music stuff?
Wow. I guess I would prefer to do music stuff. It's just these days there's not as much need for it.
Yep.
People will prefer just to use, like, I've got massive libraries of stock audio, like stock music. So only every now and then when I get to write a jingle, I've been doing some music for a breathwork client lately, which is really interesting because I've got all these different sounds that have to happen at certain times and changing tempos. Cool. So yeah, I absolutely enjoy that more. Getting to play with my plugins and my samples and my all the other stuff. But voiceovers pay, like, there's more constant work for me with voiceovers. Yeah. And at the moment, I know that AI is taking over, but they can't do a lot of the Aussie accents very well. Yeah. And even when they try, it starts sounding like this. Yeah. Sure. But, give it 5 months,
Yeah.
So that's exactly, like, my business is not just videos. Like, I started off doing videos. That was my dream. Yep. I was working in government and I did lots of videos. I had a team. We did videos. We did fact sheets, all this kind of stuff. And I kind of made sure that when I left, I notified a lot of the external clients that this is what I'm doing. So hopefully I could take a few with me, which I did. But because of the modern world, because of the accessibility to everything on our phones, people can just have all sorts of different subscriptions on the web where you can make videos and all these kind of things. So I expanded into social media, animation, the whole gambit, because especially when it's social media management, I'm not just doing one video for a client, I'm doing a whole series of them in different formats. And I'm playing around with different kind of, some it's visual only, some are posts, some are photos, some are, audio with words, just because everyone now has a 30-second attention span. So you want to have something different every time you post, just to keep feeding the algorithm. Yeah. It's like this massive angry beast that sucks the life out of everyone.
Big time.
The algorithm. Yeah. Anyway, that's my story.
Yes, the algorithm.
So back to the studio, the home studio. I've seen my home studio evolve since I was a kid.
Yeah, how good. I've been thinking about this too recently.
So my first home studio was a little Tascam 4-track. Yep. And I upgraded to a Philips or Stone. I actually can't remember a Yamaha. Yeah, Yamaha, which had better noise reduction settings and also better EQ. Still 4-track. Then, back then I bought a nice SM58 microphone in the 90s, and it was really expensive when I was a kid. I've still got that.
It would still work.
I still use that. I used it the other day live. Yeah. And just kind of like with guitars and other stuff, you buy something, you get, and before you know it, you just have a whole, arsenal of crap that sometimes you rarely use. Then the first computers came out with some sort of DAW on it. I can't remember which one it was. I recorded a lot more stuff on there going, oh my God, this is so cool. And eventually Waves turned up onto the market, and they had all these really cool plugins. Before you knew it, you just didn't have one type of reverb, you had 40 of them. And vocoders, which I'd spend nights and nights and nights and nights drinking beer and doing all these different, sounds, and then wake up in the morning to listen to what I created, and I thought, oh.
Well done.
All vocoders sound better with beer, so it makes sense.
So that's how, it evolved from computer to computer. Now I'm on the Mac using Logic.
Nice.
And I find that it's very strong, very compatible with non-brand plugins that you buy.
Oh yeah.
And it's just it is like everyone has their own DAW that they prefer to use, and I think it's one of those things that if you use yours, you use yours, and it's hard to change. Like with editing videos, I'm a Final Cut Pro boy, and I loathe it when a client wants to use Premiere because it's like, now I have to
fuck around.
Now I have to. It's like you have to translate in a different language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know how it works. It does the same thing. It just does it differently.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way about, for me, it's like DAWs. Like, I have a production and a business partner. He's an Ableton guy. I'm a Pro Tools guy. And we're both aggressively proficient in our ones that we like. But then anytime we have to, like, I'll be on Tom's rig or Tom will be on my rig, it's kind of like, I said to a client the other day, it's like driving someone else's car for the first time. Or it's like I have to, I'm really paying attention to what I'm doing when I'm using Ableton. You know what I mean? Like, I'm using 200% of my brain capacity. And I know Tom's the same when he jumps on Pro Tools. He's like fucking really focusing on just hitting record. And I'm the same in Ableton. Like, it's completely different, but it's exactly the same.
When you're using, you know, your business partners, settings and all that, you kind of like, especially if you're in a hurry, I just want to use mine so I can get this done. If I was using mine right now, it'd be done right now.
Yeah.
And you have to go, okay, check into Google and go like, how do I copy these settings onto a new track again? Like, just those little things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even had that at work. I recently got a new work computer. I used Mac for years, and they gave me a Surface Pro. It's a great little tool. But I couldn't even fucking print something. It took me like 5 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, how do I change this to a PDF? And it's like, you know, just
is the Surface Pro like the touchscreen jobby?
It's got the touchscreen, but it's got the clip-in keyboard as well. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, it's cool. It does the job. It's like it's a good little unit, and I'll figure it out. It's just that whole transition period, right? Yeah, it's always fun.
So is your current home studio setup now your favorite one so far, you think?
Well, yeah, it's the best so far.
Yeah.
This is my home now, my permanent home. So I'm actually able to, you know, install like proper soundproofing things without worrying about renting and all that. So yeah, and it's a perfect size. It's a tiny, like it's not large. It doesn't get in the way of everything, but it's also a good little workspace. So yeah.
Have you got anything in mind? That you need for the studio, or you're working towards getting, or have you kind of got it set up the way you want?
Like, I need to justify this as a business expense because it's like, do I need to? It's going to be expensive, but I wouldn't mind getting better mics.
Yeah, that is a great business expense.
But apart from that, no. Like, I've got my electronic drum kit pads that plug into the VST, so I can use them if I want to have better quality drums. But I've also got my acoustic kit. But then I'm not a drummer anyway, so what I normally do is just put whatever as a drum track, and it's you know, Matt's job to put up something interesting.
Yep.
So I've basically got everything. I'm happy to DI the bass. I've never had a problem with that. And now I'm DIing the guitar because you just have so much more freedom if you just plug straight in rather than going through an amp.
Yep.
So there's nothing really else I need to add to that.
If we ring the nerd alert buzzer for a moment, what mics have you got at the moment, and what do you want to expand the arsenal with?
Just like, you know what, I don't even know the names of them. Like, I've got, there's Shure mics. I've got a whole bunch of, like, I've got the 57, I've got the 57 beta, I've got the 58. I've got several different shotgun mics. I've got some Rode ones. I don't know what they're called.
Is that what you're doing your voiceover with primarily, the shotgun mics?
The Rode. I've got a Rode something. Whoosy what's it? That's what I do. That with a popper stopper. That's it. But that mic I'd like to upgrade eventually. It is a type of shotgun, but it works really well in my environment.
Yep.
And it's got this high-end, low-end shelf thing that I use when there's a whippersnipper around.
Sick.
And it cuts that off.
That's good.
So, yeah. But, yeah, that's it.
Nice.
External noise is always fun when you're trying to record, isn't it?
Yeah, like I'm trying to do voiceovers and I've got this dog yapping. It's like, it's like thanks, dude. There's the whippersnipper. But normally that's only when if I'm doing, say, for example, a live. If I'm doing a public speaking thing and it's live.
Of course, the time that the gardens need to be done. That's when the whippersnipper needs to be on.
They know, the neighbours know. Oh, yeah.
So there's been a bit of a pushback on the old blower in North Avoca. The North Avoca community Facebook page is right with people whinging about
leaf blowers.
Leaf blowers, mate. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know some of us work from home or shift work and
Nice.
you're using the leaf blower at 1 o'clock, that's a bit, you know, can't you do it
At 4 in the morning?
Well,
That's
no,
when you should be doing it, Jimmy.
Somebody actually wanted to set a time on Saturday when leaf. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Dude.
And the pushback was absolutely amazing, and the memes that came through over the next week about check out the size of my leaf blower I just bought. Like, it was absolutely fantastic.
So are you talking about your Facebook social group or something like that?
Yeah, it's just like the local community
I
page,
love-
you know, like.
I'd love to just get out the popcorn.
Oh,
Sometimes I just
Yeah.
go like, I'm going to tag this so I can come back and read the comments
Yeah.
because this is going to be a dumpster fire.
the North Avoca one sounds way completely different to the Narara one that I'm in. There's no complaints about leaf blowers. It's like, who's the fucking kid that's gone past on the motorbike
On the
again?
motorbike,
Yeah.
That's actually, that could be my friend's son. She'll love that. The leaf blower, actually, while we're talking about leaf blowers, anyone out there that needs a really good costume idea for a dress-up party, I've used this a few times. It's fantastic. Get yourself an old hat, bit of fishing line, and a leaf.
Yeah.
And then when wear the hat, when people say, "What are you?" you go, "Whew, leaf blower."
So fucking stupid.
It's the
my
costume when you
God.
don't want a costume, all right? Like,
Yeah,
it's fantastic. You'll come in handy one day. You'll use it.
I'm going
I
to
want-
think of that next
can
time.
see
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
It's just all rubbish, all right?
Yeah.
Entertain the people. Give them what they want. So, the Lincoln Pin. I noticed you've played down there quite a bit. I saw you played the Christmas party last year. Unfortunately, I
I
missed it.
sure did. Yes, it was great fun.
Yeah, I missed it. I was already on holidays when they had that, so I missed that. And when you played the Christmas party down there was like pretty much the Lincoln Pin,
Yeah, all the pinheads were there.
all
yeah.
the pinheads.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
fucking good. I like it.
Well, that's why the one of the main beers is called the Gabba Gabba Hey.
Yeah.
That all like links together because someone it was Russ from the FNCs who said,
Yeah.
I'm doing a video clip and all the pinheads are going to be like, who's a pinhead? What are you talking about? That's what they call the barflies at the Lincoln Pin. So they should have T-shirts there.
Can you? What is the Gabba Gabba Hey thing? Because I see it.
Well, because like you know the Ramones song, I don't want to be a pinhead no more.
Right, of course.
So it goes Gabba Gabba Hey, Gabba Gabba Hey.
Yeah.
We accept you, one of us, you know.
That's the tap beer there. Is
Yeah.
The old Gabba Gabba.
Yeah, the old Gabba Gabba.
Much different to what many people in Woo Woo would be familiar with a Gabba as, or Gabba Gabba. You're both looking at me like I'm an
Are you
alien
talking,
right
are you,
now.
Are you
are.
talking about a cricket thing?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about, do you know like the hardstyle dance, the Gabba?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
do. Yep.
Yeah.
Is this a Woi Woi and
It's not.
No,
it's
it's more like a rave
It's
thing.
like a rave thing, but
it's a peninsula thing?
No,
No.
it's worldwide.
yeah, it's worldwide.
Okay, all right.
But the reason I think of it is because Bradman Best, who's a Newcastle Knights player, is from Woi Woi and throws up the Woi Woi sign every time he scores, and also is notorious for gabbering, which is that's how I got there. From Lincoln Pin and Woi Woi to gabbering via Bradman Best.
By Bradman Best.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, you know, potentially the Lincoln Pin could start doing hardstyle raves as well.
they
And wouldn't be out of place.
they do sometimes sort of stuff like that.
Well, actually, while we're talking about the Lincoln Pin, we might drop a little exclusive. I actually had a chat with Adam down there the other day, as I'd really love to get him on the podcast. And we're actually trying to find a way to have some kind of a launch for the podcast as well. So we thought it might be a good idea to do that down at the link
It's a good idea.
and podcast Adam live and get some bands on. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can pitch him my rave idea. Like, it'll be great.
do you want to get some Gabba music? We'll get
I'll have to learn how to gabba before it.
We'll get DJ Mike, the moustache, to put some hardcore on. In
Maybe we
between.
can get Bradman Best down there.
DJ Moustache.
I'll send him an email.
Yeah.
I have connections, actually. I might be able to get in touch with him.
Perfect.
What are you going to wear? Rave pants, and big baggy ones?
No, the culture is Nike TNs and
Yeah.
like tight cuffed tracksuit pants or like really short shorts. So depending on the weather, I'll let you know what I go with. If it's hot enough, I'll get the short shorts out for sure.
Awesome.
Needs to be the short shorts.
Yeah, I actually, too much information, but I purchased a pair of fluorescent orange swimming Speedos the other day. Like the brand Speedo, but they're shorts.
Oh,
Yeah, I look super fast in them, so that could go well with my Nike TNs
I'm
to gather in.
disappointed if you don't wear them.
Super fast. Super fast.
I don't mind a Speedo.
You got to wear some budgie smugglers every now and then. Keeps people, aware of you, I guess.
And away from you, which sometimes is good too.
I was asked to put on shorts at patrol. I was a bit upset.
Really?
Well, what happened to the day of the lifesaver just walking up and down the beach?
Yeah.
And it's like, now you got to wear a long sleeve shirt.
David
and board shorts.
Hasselhoff running, That's a shame.
Do you patrol,
did
Jimmy?
Oh, I patrolled for a while. I took a year off patrol this year. Just life gets in the way sometimes, and we've just been working on a whole bunch of other stuff. But I've kind of taken a break. But yeah, my kids did nippers, and always like to help out where I can and where I'm wanted in the community. It's good to give a little bit back every now and then. So
Yeah, nice.
whether it's usually got something to do with what the kids are doing, I try to put my hand up and help out where I can.
Sick. So you shifted from patrol to leaf blower duty this year, serving the community in a different way.
So hang on, you did your bronze medallion and all of that just so you could wear your budgie smugglers along the beach, and they've taken that one right off you.
Well, I was wearing
I'd
the
be
budgie
disappointed.
smugglers before I did the bronze medallion, but at least I got to wear the one that said lifeguard on the back.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
We started. I do yet another thing. I've taken a year off, but a lot of ocean swimming. That was my kind of fitness routine for a while. And I don't know if you know that guy, the power fish, the guy that does the 3 meter funnies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he has this saying when he sees like a big bloke in sluggos on the beach. He goes, "Oh, look at the size of that bluefin, like a bluefin tuna." So me and a bunch of mates who were in our 40s and started ocean swimming, we decided to call ourselves the Bluefins.
Nice.
Never.
So that was how we wear blue caps and blue speedos and swim around Terrigal. It was fun.
Sick.
Yeah.
It's one of the all-time tangents from the Lincoln Pin.
Well, it's related, I guess. Like,
We got there.
I live in Davo, so if I get
Nice.
drunk enough, I could probably swim home from the Lincoln Pin.
Definitely.
Actually, one of my favourite guilty pleasures is catching the ferry over on a Sunday
That's
Oh, yeah.
nice.
and watching a few bands, having a few beers, coming back home and grabbing a burger and chips on the way.
Yep.
Except the rumble of the ferry, no matter how many times I time it to go to the toilet after I leave, it's like, I really need to
It
piss.
awakens. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's you're rumbling the ferry, there's water everywhere, and you're like, yeah, thanks for that, mate.
Yeah. Do you get yourself into trouble being pissed on the ferry?
Oh, I'm always well behaved.
Yeah. Okay. I once was getting the ferry back from Newport to Woy Woy after a mate's birthday, and we'd had a brilliant day at the Newport Arms, and I decided, drunken Owen thought it'd be an excellent idea to try and ride the swell on the top of the ferry as we were coming home, try and get a bit of airtime. I managed to come out of it unscathed, but the family of lovely Woy Woyans sitting on the top of the ferry were not impressed, but also very impressed. So.
Do the whole like Titanic King of the World
Oh,
thing.
No, I didn't go there. I was just trying to see how much airtime I could get as the bow went up.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, so I suppose while we're there then, so Troy, what keeps you like kind of happy outside of music and work? Or are you one of these lucky people that I continuously speak to that just get to work their hobbies and...
Yeah. Okay, so like I said, I'm finally in the position where I always wanted to make videos. I always loved making videos and animations and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And now that's my job. A lot of it is boring corporate, but I still get to be creative. Then I've got a client where they're doing skate competitions every second month. That's always a lot of fun.
Yep.
Get to have a skate before we start shooting as well.
Cool.
But sorry, what was the question? I just went on a tangent. The question was,
what keeps you, what keeps you happy outside of work?
Okay, so water, right? Take the boat out, catch a few crabs, surfing.
What's your crab recipe?
At the moment, just boil it in hot water until it's dead. No, seriously, I chill them before. But, I just boil them and eat them cold. I haven't done all that kind of crab, with curry and all that kind of stuff because I prefer to do that with chicken. or beef or cow. Yeah, surfing, kayaking, paddleboarding, swimming, anything water related. I love doing it.
Yep.
I love to get out there. We live on the Central Coast. We're in the best place in the world. You know, it's also the doorway to heaven for some people. But it's the doorway to heaven in two ways, right? And skating, skateboarding. That's one thing that people. I went on a date with this girl years ago that I met on the apps, Tinder, and she goes, "You skateboard?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "That's for children. You're an grown up now." I'm going, "Yeah, this is okay. Well, it was nice to meet you anyway."
Yeah.
I think if you don't always explore new things, you will get old, right? I've just started doing acting classes for the first time. That was on my bucket list.
Cool.
That's with Dr. Daniel Widowson at Salt Creative. And we'll end up doing some sort of end of term performance.
Cool.
It's eye-opening because I've always done characters. I've always done acting, like my cocktail shows are new. Before then I had a character called Bloke's Kitchen.
Cool.
And he would make stuff. He was almost based on Steve Irwin. Like, that's how he started. It's like, whoa, be careful about these chook eggs. You just want to sneak up on them. Whatever you do, don't make them panic. Oh, look at this at this beautiful pie. I'm going to show you how to cook it. So that's how it started, right?
Yeah.
And I did lots and lots of episodes, and that's what got my acting bug. But then Epic Mealtime came along. I don't know if you remember that, but everyone started saying that I was ripping off Epic Mealtime even though I was there first, and it just kind of got really hard to compete.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Nice.
that's what keeps me going.
What's your
Lots of different activities.
What's your favorite skate park on the coast?
Oh, okay. So I really like the new one at Amana.
Yeah. Nice.
That's got like, I've got my own little like tricks and stuff there. The Batto Bay, I think, is the best one,
Yeah.
but it's also super crowded.
Yep.
And if you get it at the right time, you can have a really good skate.
It's fun at night with the lights on.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
There's less people there as well then.
Oh, okay. Well, I might go back there on this later then. Yeah. Because I find if you get a good skate on, you go, oh man. But then if someone's decided to have a birthday party and you've got like 20 million scooters there and you know all that kind of stuff, it's just kids don't understand, and parents, right? They don't understand that skateboards don't have brakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's that, and also I'd like to say the Slam Factory in Tagra.
That's the indoor
of my
one.
favorites.
Is
Yes.
it? Is that one? Yeah.
Yep. They were doing this thing where you'd pay, was it $10? $10 and you get a free coffee and an hour skate session in the morning before work.
That's pretty sick.
So like at 7 o'clock, so I'd go in there and
Yeah.
have the park to myself, which was nice.
Yeah, cool.
But also, and other skate parks that I really like would be the one at Tempe. I really like that one. But I cut my teeth on Dulwich Hill,
Oh yeah.
which is an
Cool.
older park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Is
Have
it-
you? Yeah. Have you ridden the Gosford Park? Like the new Narara
Oh, see,
Gosford one there. It's like it's like near where Big Little is, near the AFL Oval
I
on
think I
Showground
saw
Road.
it once coming back from Big Little Brewery. So no, I haven't. No.
That's great.
Is
That's
it?
fucking awesome. Yeah, that's really good. To me, it's like a smaller version of Batto. Not in its layout or anything. It's just like new and nice and great. Like it's equally as fun, I'd say.
Oh, and look, Banjo Patterson at Terrigal has a good little half pipe for pumping.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I used to do. I used to go into a half pipe once a week for just exercising my legs. I'd just sit there and pump
Nice.
until I got so high that I'd shit myself and then have to have a bit of a rest to go, ah! Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you do that kind of thing, you go, oh, that's a little bit further and higher than I really wanted to go. And your
Yeah, I
legs.
do that in the ocean sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah?
I look at the surf and go, that looks really big. Then I paddle out there and go, what am I doing out here?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I really want to do more surfing this year. I haven't got enough of it in at the moment.
Your cocktails, I see you put those out all the time as well.
Yeah. So the whole idea is
Where'd
like,
that come from? Yeah.
well, like I said, I had Bloke's Kitchen, and I stopped doing that because the production was it was such a big effort to come up with new ideas and shoot and everything, and I wasn't getting the views. And now I kind of thought, well, I want to get back into that, but I want to do something else that's easy. The whole point of this is to raise revenue, where people will say, "Hey, Troy, I've got this new liqueur we've created. Can you promote it on your show?" And I'm like, "Yeah, cool, $500, thanks." And I'll create a recipe. You can give me a discount code so I can share it with people.
Yep.
But I'm getting smashed at the moment with AI on YouTube, so I can't compete with YouTube because there are so many people, just doing all that stuff. I struggled competing with the AI on YouTube, but anyway. So I thought the cocktails would be easy to make. There's a recipe to easy. Sorry, the video itself, you can just go up there, make it, shoot it, edit it. And I've got it into a way now that if I do 3 cocktails in a row, I can spend an hour on it and basically have 3 of them ready to go.
Yep. Nice.
It's still a big job because I have 2 versions, like one in wide, like regular, and one in vertical. The vertical needs captions because if you're, like I tell my clients too, if you're ever going to put stuff on TikTok or stories, you have to put captions because people are watching that when they're on the shitter.
Yeah.
And they're going to have the volume down if they're smart.
Yeah, if they're in the work bathroom. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Been there.
You've been there.
Been there.
So,
Boss makes $1, I make $1. I'm doing my shit on company time.
Yep.
When I used to work at Bunnings, I had a mate that had an app that he would turn on when he was shitting, and he'd put in his hourly rate, and it would tell him how much money he'd made taking a shit. What's your favorite cocktail? One that you've made, or one even just one that you like? What's your go-to cocktail?
Yeah, so my go-to cocktail, I literally have a martini kit in my kitchen.
Nice.
That's got the little jinka, it's got the vermouth, it's got the dry martini, and ready to go. So whenever I feel like it, it's just there. That's my go-to. But my favourite cocktail I've made so far was what I call the memberberry sour, which is basically blueberries, but I was doing memberberry for South Park.
Love that show.
And it's got some sort of it's got blueberry syrup that you make by hand. And there was something about that drink that I thought, yeah, this is if I want to impress someone, that's the one that I'm going to make.
Nice.
But then you can never go past a margarita, especially if it's like a jalapeno margarita.
Spicy margs.
Interesting.
That's my jam.
Yeah, it's
I've
good
got a
stuff.
shirt.
Yeah. I mean, if it's done properly, like if you go to one of those places and they charge you $20 and it's just like Mr. Consistent margarita mix, it's like,
Yeah, yuck.
That's not a real...
I was at an unnamed bar a few weeks ago, and 2 bars. They got 2 bars at this unnamed bar, Integral, and one of the bars had a really lovely guy making cocktails there, and we got some spicy margaritas, and I was like, oh, that was all right. And then I walked out to the other bar, and I got a spicy margarita, and that one was like 10 times better. And I was like,
Oh, wow.
well, I'm just going to go to this bar from now on.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, the love that was put into it. I couldn't tell you what it was, but it tasted better. The salt was saltier. Like everything about it was better. And then I went to go get another one, and they're like, oh, the outdoor bar's closed. You've got to go back to the indoor bar. I'm like, but you make the good cocktails. Can you go? He's like, I've got to clean this one. So then I just went to beer.
Yeah, on that note, so my cocktail shows, so I've been approached by business owners before to ask me to help them with their cocktail menu because of that show.
Yeah.
Sick.
And one thing I was saying to one client, because she's doing the cocktails on the lower end, I'm like, make sure they're easy to make because you've got 20-year-old kids, nothing wrong with 20-year-old kids, but, you don't want them to be smashed by too many people ordering stuff and they're trying to get these cocktails out really quickly.
Yeah.
So make them easy to be made, consistent and in a rush so that you always know what you're getting.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got these recipes that some expert was showing them. I'm not going to say an unnamed place, as you say.
Well, there's some places you order a cocktail and then people you realize they just make beer here, right?
Yeah.
So, anyway.
But they were doing all these frilly special, this is how you chill the glass for this and this is how you... No. This is cut it back to two easy shots and like two easy to measure shots.
Yeah, which side of
And
the
then-
shot pourer do you use?
And then
Let's-
whatever, so like, like it's just to make it easy for the kids to make so they can at least have some sort of consistency, you
Yeah.
know?
The young adults.
Yeah, the young adults, because it's a $15 cocktail. It doesn't need to be like
Fucking, if you're lucky, it's $15.
Yeah, but this was their price point. So
Yeah,
if
right.
it's a $15 cocktail, you're not like, it doesn't have to be like something,
fancy
Yeah.
Yeah,
My-
the worst is paying like north of $20 for a cocktail, and it fucking sucks.
I've done that.
Like that's the worst.
Yes, I went to the Argyle bar in the city and ordered this what they call it, Long Island iced tea.
Yeah.
It came out blue. I'm like,
Ooh.
why is it blue? They're like, that's our Long Island iced tea. I'm like, do you know what a Long Island iced tea
They're
is?
not blue.
And it tasted like my teeth were melting away just from the sugar. And that was $28. And it was just disgusting. I couldn't drink it.
One of my favorite things to make is caravan park espresso martinis.
Oh.
What makes them caravan park?
Yeah.
Well, I'll make them at the caravan park. Like when I go camping, I'll make some caravan park.
All right.
So, I was lost your shit here, people.
Sorry.
Oh, you can actually see him this time. That's so good.
Funny.
So,
I thought it was gonna be like you use instant coffee or something. Like I was expecting it to have a method element that made it caravan park, not a location. Sorry.
blend 43 only. In
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So just essentially, like when I go camping with the family at Christmas, and
Yeah.
my brother-in-law makes spicy margaritas and I make espresso martinis. But when you take a sip of it, it's like ethanol with 8 shots of coffee, right? So they're fucking fantastic. Like,
So it is caravan park by nature as well, not only by location.
one of my friends calls espresso martinis cocaine for people who don't do cocaine anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
That's it's the espresso martini is my signature cocktail.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I would love to try one of yours.
Do you use Mr. Black?
I do use Mr. Black.
Got to
Yeah.
use Mr. Black.
And I also am a coffee snob as well, so I like to dial in my espresso and get that right.
Yeah.
In the setup as well.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I'm keen.
Yeah.
You know?
We should all make I'll make a caravan park one. You make your proper one.
All right. I'll do the Nathan Harvey one. Nathan Harvey came on my show and made this espresso with Patron.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
the XO one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's expensive shit.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. But look, I prefer the one with Mr. Black.
Did it have cocaine in it?
Well, you know what? I was buzzing for a while. He goes, let's have a surf after this. So we went for a surf, and I'm just like, but luckily, like he went straight in. I couldn't find him because he drove off really quickly. This was down at Copa, I think. And then I noticed the whole beach was lined with blue bottles, and I'm like, yeah, not going to happen for me.
Fair enough.
Sorry, buddy. or as you call them, Portuguese men of war.
Well, so I heard a Dr. Carl segment about blue bottles years and years and years ago that stuck with me because I love absolutely useless facts. But apparently, marine biologists have never been able to reproduce blue bottles in a kind of enclosed environment, in a captive environment.
Being able to make them have sex with each other.
Pretty much, yeah.
These guys are perverts, man.
And and the other interesting thing was that apparently a blue bottle is 3 different organisms kind of living together.
They're
Like,
multiple
yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's the one thing they're not doing.
They
Blue bottles
can't do
aren't
it.
having multiple
This
orgasms.
is what we're talking about, Troy.
Maybe that's why they can't be forced to procreate, because you can't get all 3 of the organisms combined of them. Yeah, you can't get all 3 life forms randy at the one time. That's why
maybe
you can't
not.
get them to
And-
mate.
As this is Dr. Carl on a Thursday when back in the day when this is 20 years ago, so there might have been some developments
Might have
since
been a
then. So
breakthrough.
please don't hold me to Dr. Carl's words here. But there was essentially a thought process that maybe every blue bottle that exists already exists.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That is
Which would kind of entail some giant blue bottle
a mothership
Like,
out there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere just dropping
Like
blue
spitting
bottles
them
out.
out like the Space Invader kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. But I just want to go back to, imagine your wife or your husband, you've come home from work, they come home and he or she is a marine biologist, and you go, did they fuck today? And she's like, they're like, hey,
We had some tentacle on tentacle action, but no.
It came close. It really came close. Thanks for suggesting Barry White, but it didn't get there.
Yeah. They go through the whole like classic troubled spouse arc of like, I just can't get it to work, and they're up for hours at night. I wish he'd come to bed, but he's just thinking about the blue bottles.
Oh, what did you know that classic reel meme that goes around? It's like it's the girl. She goes, "I wonder what he's doing right now." My favorite. I saw one the other day, and it's this guy just like butchering smoke on the water.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
That's funny.
We've all
Yeah.
been there.
Well, thanks for that factoid about the Portuguese man of war. Next
Man of
time,
war.
man of war.
Man of war.
Next time one of them stings me, I'll be wondering.
I fucked more than you have.
Yeah. Joke's on you, you sexless blue fuck.
But like that
sorry,
also
I'm crying a laugh.
that always triggers a thought that I have when I think about scientists doing stuff like that. I'm thinking, who's the first person to take a microscopic image of a sperm, right? And then you go like,
Oh, it was definitely a dude.
yeah, like why? Like imagine just like, well, like how do you go? Oh, I just had some sperm. I'm like, I took a photo of it with my microscope. It's like,
Yeah.
But then it's like even worse. It's like, wait, was it your sperm? Oh no, someone else's. That makes it like way more sus.
Yeah, it's like the same, thinking about the first person that ever drank cow's milk. It's like, why'd you do that?
Well, yeah.
Why'd you do it?
Why'd you do it?
Yeah.
What made you think of that?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Grateful to whoever did it first, but fuck.
But also, why? Yeah.
There's so many things we could.
Yes. See, and that brings us back to bridges.
Well,
This being the blue bottle segment was the bridge of the podcast
so
episode.
is the sunken monkey the bridge for the woodport?
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't been there
Nice.
since they opened it up. Is it good?
I haven't been
Looks
either. Yeah.
I noticed that there were people complaining about the noise because there was like some band on there or something.
They put on that. They had I couldn't tell you, but they had some metalish bands playing down there, but they played them outside
Yeah, but that's what they do.
on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
How dare they?
I know,
Yeah.
but that's
in a mostly industrial area. Oh,
that's the
my
problem
gosh.
with places like that. It's
Yeah.
like, they've always had bands there, so why did you move?
Yeah.
Same thing happened in Sydney with the Annandale heaps of times. Like people built these apartments called the McCarthy Maisonettes or something that look into the beer garden. And everyone would go and like, oh, this looks like a nice place to buy. Like, look, you can see the beer garden and everything. It's like, so the noise is going to be coming up into your balconies. No, they move in there, then they want to have the noise complaints, and the bands got shut down because the bands are too loud. But the problem is, the bands were there first, right? So, and and also the rent on your house or the purchase on the house was a lot less than other houses in the area because it used to be the gaming room of the hotel.
Yeah.
Right.
See? So that used to frustrate me because I'd work at Liquor and Gaming and I'd see these complaints come in and go, this is not cool. You can't just move into something and then complain about it, But, I mean, leaf blowers are fine.
Leaf
I'm happy-
blowers.
Leaf blowers are fine. This is weird, but I went to Luna Park semi-recently and was reading, because they've got the new Big Dipper now,
Yeah.
which is like much quieter than the old rickety one that was, even the original one that was burnt down
Yep.
by
Yeah.
the people that lived in the apartments next door, which is just
I didn't know
nuts.
they did that.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a whole piece of legislation written about it, isn't
Yeah.
there? The Luna Park something EPA Act or what? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
No,
Sorry.
that was the anecdote. But yeah, no, it's just nuts that you move in next to a fucking roller coaster and you complain about that it's noisy. It's like, I know the Drifters guys had the same issue with putting gigs on and it carrying across the water to like Point Frederick, and the people that are living, maybe a kilometre away max are complaining about the noise of the venue. It sucks.
Well, so Luna Park was closed for like, 20 years or something because of that, wasn't it?
I think just the Big Dipper was.
Oh, okay.
Just that roller coaster was.
I mean, the people in Point Frederick need to invest in double glazing. That's.
Or just enjoy the music.
Oh, no. Can't enjoy the music.
Blasphemy. People living in Point Frederick can probably afford the double glazing before they enjoy music.
That's true.
On that note, though, if you're having a nice relaxing time at the beach and someone brings this little boombox down and makes this assumption that you have the same music tastes. You have this beautiful beach, you're sitting there enjoying the serenity, and then you got this this trash. I don't know what even. I didn't even know the genre of these music these days. It's just it's what's the word? Obnoxious.
I would love to have known what it sounded like.
But the kids were getting into this thing recently, about 3 months ago, where they'd play this really obnoxious music on the trains and like dance in everyone's faces.
Yeah.
And they'd catch a train from the Woy all the way into the city and back, and that was their thing.
Yeah.
It was a local phenomenon.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's been a classic thing on trains since the invention of the Bluetooth speaker. People have really gotten around doing that on trains. I remember when I was going to uni, there would always be people with the UE booms or the JBL speakers pumping like Cursor or 360 or, some other, or like I actually had it on the metro in Sydney. There was a group of kids and they all would have been like between like 13 and 15, I reckon. Like they were pretty young and they had a big speaker and they were dancing on the metro to like New York drill music. And they were all like getting sturdy on the metro, and like there was just everyone was just looking at them. I thought it was hilarious personally because I was on the way back from the cricket, so I'd had a great day and couldn't complain about the kids on the train. I couldn't yell at the clouds, but everyone was pretty pissed off.
I recently found some Scouser drill rap, and it's Pete and Baz.
They're the old boys. Yeah,
so
yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
So there's these two, like they're in there. They've been in their 60s. And essentially they sing like Scouser gangster rap, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty full on. And when you first listen to them, you think, oh, these guys have lived a life. But I kind of did I looked them up, did a research behind them. There's a bit of conjecture about whether they've really lived the life they did, or one of their grandsons is some kind of producer, and he kind of came up with. Do you know anything about that?
I don't, but I thought I saw, and maybe I've just fallen for the publicity stunt. I thought that Baz was in prison, like recently. I saw a video the other day that was like free Baz.
Okay,
and I didn't look into it any further, but maybe I've fallen for the gimmick. But they are hilarious. Whether it's satire or not, it's fucking funny.
And as far as Scouser drill rap goes, not that I'm all over it, but it's all right.
Yeah, it's hilarious because it's like, like Jimmy said, it's like, 60, 70-year-old men talking about effing your bird and smoking a cigar.
I need to
like,
listen to this.
Yeah, it's very funny.
I think that would be quite, I don't know. I think I'd probably get into it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when I heard it, I'm like, what the fuck's this? And I'm like, listen to it a bit. I'm like, I kind of like that song.
Yeah.
Mr. Worldwide. Like, they're cool. They're cool. And they only really, like, they only made it a couple of years ago, but they've got like tens of millions of views and listens and stuff. Like they're killing it. Yeah.
Good on them.
They too. I found them through a friend. I think they played at the Art House or something last year, and a friend was like, I went and saw Pete and Baz last night. I'm like, who? Like, you never heard of Pete and Baz here? And I'm like, what the fuck's this shit? And then I started listening to it. I'm like, I don't know if I like it or I hate it. But yeah, no.
They actually tour as well.
Yeah, they tour. They
that'd
do the
be
whole
really
lot.
Cool. You know what?
There's hope for all of us.
Yeah,
don't
you're
worry.
never too old. Yeah, no, I get that. My mate's still playing, and he's in his 70s, and he's playing like well, I hope he's in his 70s. Sorry, John, if you're younger than that.
You look like you're in your 70s, John.
Yeah. So he's always doing gigs at the Piermont Hotel and all the what's Butcher's Brew and and all those kind of places.
Yeah, awesome.
So almost at least twice a month, if not more.
Yeah.
So I want to be like that too. I don't want to give up. I don't want to be like, I'm too old to do this now kind of thing.
Like Johnny Cash, play till you die.
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
I was down at Crowbar in Sydney a couple of months ago, and it took me like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes to realise that it was it used to be the bald-faced stag, and I'm like, oh, fucking played here. Like, I don't know that.
Oh, that's funny.
And it wasn't until I was playing pool and I looked up and I had the sign saying bald-faced stag, and I was like, oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's funny. But you know what? Like,
What have you realised you didn't know this week, Troy?
well, no, in your defense, like some of those bars, like they kind of look similar, like the Empire, you know, that's changed so many times. It's like, I've been there and gone, wow, oh yeah, I did play here once, you know, but in a different format, you know what I mean? Yeah. When I realised I'm old, what I did to realise that I was old.
No, what have you, no, I just want to ask at all. I said, what have you realised
That you don't know?
that you didn't remember or something? Like, no, because, how do I phrase this right now? I thought I phrased it right the first time. Can we rewind and listen to that? No, essentially, like what this week did you go, oh, I forgot that I knew that?
Yeah. Okay. So, Infringement is a punk band from Sydney that I was in the late 90s. And they did an article on us recently on sounds something shit. Sorry. I forget. Noise levels? Yeah, noise levels. Okay. All right. Now we're getting
You
something.
forgot it. That's what you...
Yeah. No, but because I read the article and saw all the photos, I'm like, oh, I forgot about that gig. It's like being erased from my memory. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm like, and then I'm thinking, what the hell am I wearing? Shit. But also like just, you know, I forgot completely about that gig until I saw the photo. I'm like, oh yeah, we played with that guy, and you know, it was like all this stuff happened, and like it was a good gig. You know, it's just one of those weird nights that you end up in a scout hall playing music for some reason. You know what I mean? And it was just like I forgot all about it, and that was down in DY.
Dib,
Just so you know.
Dob, dob, dob.
What's that mean? Oh,
That's the
scout thing.
scout thing, isn't
Okay,
it?
yeah. I thought it was always become prepared.
You can do whatever you want, John.
You both lost me there. Take your word for it.
I guess you had to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I remembered that I forgot that I didn't know.
Yeah.
You remember you forgot that you didn't know.
Yeah.
What
But
about you,
also-
Owen? Have you remembered that you forgot something that you didn't know?
Tom, who I mentioned before, he's one of those pricks with like a freakish memory. So like once a week, he'll remind me of some gig we played like fucking 7 to 10 years ago, and I'll just be like, fuck. Like,
Is he one of those people that remembers the day and stuff as well? You know, how
Yeah,
people go,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
in like 1997, I'm like, pfft,
Oh, he doesn't
Like-
hit me with the dates. He'll definitely be like, it was a Saturday night. We got the train there. This person was at the gig.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. Like, it just, yeah.
I had a friend like that. They bring up dates, and I'm like, are you sure about that? Because like 93 to like 2003, kind of 1 year for me. Like, it
Yeah,
just,
yeah. Yep, I agree with that. Yep.
yeah.
Phenomenal.
93, 2003, same thing.
It was 1
Just
year.
a slightly different car.
All right. Well, look, guys, I've had a great chat. Have you had a good chat?
I
Troy,
had a
Owen?
lovely chat.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Owen.
Absolutely awesome to be back. I can't wait to see what Troy does with some little sound bites or clips or, you know, whatever we're going to end up doing with this.
Yep.
Can't wait to see it. I can't wait to show all you guys. We've got, you know, we're going to throw on this launch sometime soon. We're going to get some finer details worked out, some dates, and we'll let you all know about that. On top of that as well, we're going to have a little pre-sale merch kind of thing coming up soon. Seeing as though we're called Welcome to Studio 2, I thought it might be fun to have some doormats for
so
people
sick.
to purchase. If you like the podcast, you can purchase them. If you don't, you can purchase them and wipe your feet on them. So I think it's a great little thing. So once we have some more details, like, we'll reach out and let everyone know, and we'll talk about this on future episodes as well, obviously. Always, as always, I'd like to thank Owen.
Pump
for
the
being
brakes,
here.
brother. You're missing something.
Yeah, no, I'm getting there.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't thank me too early then.
No. Always like to thank Owen for being here and the Grove for. No, I know what I'm doing.
All right, I'll leave you to it.
It's my fucking podcast.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
No, so, just want to thank Owen and also, the Grove for having me up here and letting me record here. And the way we always finish the podcast is with a song recommendation. So, I'd like you to recommend us a song to listen to on the way home and for the listener to listen to.
Okay, so there's a band called the FNCs, and I would recommend...
Can't find them on Spotify.
You can't?
Nah, they're not on it. You've only got to see the FNCs
You
live.
have got to be kidding
No,
me.
You can't find
Spoke
that
to Russ
music
about it.
anywhere? Is that the
We may be able to find it on
Bandcamp?
YouTube. I don't know. I spoke to Russ the other night, and a friend of mine said to him, "Where do I listen to your music?" And his words to me were, "You have to experience the FNCs."
Fair as nuts.
I agree. Okay, all right. Okay, fine. Listen to one of my songs then. You can find Trojan Guns, Pump Girl on Spotify or on iTunes or on all the other crap.
And what we'll do is we'll post if we can find an FNC song anywhere, we will probably have to post a link in the show notes. So I will have that. And worst case, if we can't find anything anywhere, by the time this episode comes out, I will personally go to the link and pin, watch the FNCs and record one of their songs on my phone and upload that for everybody.
Or we bring them to the Grove and you executive produce the song and we record it and then release it only on vinyl. So then you can just purchase the 7-inch at an FNC show.
That's a fucking great idea. I'll have a chat with Russ. He'll love that. I'll get
On vinyl. All right.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks for having me, everyone.
Thanks for being here. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
Love it.